Ew. Oh my God. Jeopardy. Cancel. It's over. Errol Spence, Terence Crawford. Well, at least according to ESPN. Let's talk about it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Hit the QR code, subscribe to the channel. ESPN is now reporting that Errol Spence Jr. versus Terence Crawford fight is now in jeopardy, son. Jeopardy like Alex Trebek. Rest in peace. It says the Errol Spence Terence Crawford undisputed welterweight championship fight is in jeopardy due to lingering contract issues, sources tell ESPN. And if the fight does take place, it won't be November 19th. Details on Max Kellerman's show. Oh my gosh. So there's a lot going on. They're saying that the fight is now in jeopardy. ESPN story, issues surrounding Crawford, Spence, Crawford, Terence Crawford working on the short end of the split, isn't being guaranteed money, blah, blah, blah. And that's it. So, I mean, I'm not surprised, like Nate Diaz said. I'm not surprised. I told you in my stream, actually, literally yesterday, I told you in my stream yesterday, I said we are encroaching October. Like today was the 30th today. It's about Saturday is October. So tomorrow is October, right? And if you're going to do the fight on November 19th, you're getting dangerously close to that spot where it's do or die. Do you want to run in the backseat of my caddy? Chop it up or do or die? Like PIMP-ology, but logically, like it's that do or die. That's Chicago. You know what I mean? And now ESPN coming out. Like I've been in the game so long, bro. ESPN coming out with this and saying the fight likely won't happen November 19th as previously reported based on, you know, the fact that they haven't got over these hurdles. Now, I'm going to read some of this and then I'll give you more of my opinion. Shout out to whoever just subscribed to the channel. Errol Spence, Terence Crawford title fight at risk over dispute on the contract details. Errol Spence Crawford undisputed welterweight fight is in jeopardy because of a lingering dispute regarding the contract, sources tell ESPN. Spence Crawford had agreed to the terms, with Crawford set to end the short, with him set to earn the short end of the financial split, ESPN reported earlier this month. The issue, Crawford, listen to this though. Crawford wants transparency related to event expenses since the contract contains no guarantee purse. Crawford will earn a percentage of the net revenue. He wants the ability to approve expenses, sources say. Crawford is a promotionally free agent after parting with Top Rank, but sources said that proposed deal includes a bilateral rematch. If the rematch clause is triggered, the winner will earn the majority of the revenue for the bout to return, sources said. But if talks for the first bout continue to drag out, it's conceivable that Crawford, 35, will want another fight before facing Errol Spence. I mean, this is just listen to that. They say if talks continue to drag out, he might want another fight. I mean, that's not a good look. Spence, 32, aligned with Al Haymon's PBC, returned from surgery, yada, yada, yada. So that's basically it. Now, I know, see this, I've been in boxing so long and I can't stress that enough because when you've been in the game at the top level, I'm elite ego. When you've done elite stuff and covered the sport intuitively and intensely like myself for so long, you see this type of stuff. You see, like I remember Mikey Garcia, Yoriorkis Gamboa, and then 50 Cent, man. He now rocking with the best, man. 50 was working with Gamboa, and Mikey was with Top Rank, and then it is the same kind of thing. That was a mega fight at the time that people really wanted to have happen, and it just was all this like mumbo jumbo, and then the fight never happened. Same thing with Lomachenko and Mikey. So I've been in this position before. And when it comes to Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, none of this is surprising just because it's a mega fight. But herein lies the problem. And I know there's a lot of people who they don't even bother to consume or read the information that's out. They'll look at the headline and say, oh, Errol's ducking. And it's like, you didn't even read what you didn't even wait till I put out the content. You didn't read the ESPN article yourself and comprehend and interpret it and put things together. You just pointed the finger, and that's emotion. And I'm telling you, if y'all want to get girls, y'all want women, or at least any type of respectable woman, a man got to be in control of his emotions. And that's something that some of y'all refuse to do. And boxing fans can be weird in that regard. But back to this Crawford Errol Spence. So basically, what the article suggested is Crawford is not getting a guarantee. So what that means is basically they're not saying, hey, you're going to make at least $10 million for sure, right? He's getting whatever wages that they sign, and he's going to get a portion or a percentage of the business, right? And the business is mostly like the pay-per-view, I would imagine, things like that. So you're going to get some residuals and back-end money, blah, blah, blah. And that makes sense because you don't know how much pay-per-view sales is going to get. So you don't want to do like kind of like DAZN, where you got a Canelo Golovkin 3 fight that they tried to hype, but it just never, people didn't buy the hype. That's a bar. They tried to hype, but the people didn't buy the hype. And then you overpaid the fighters, and, you know, their purses $65, $75 million for a fight that tanked and definitely didn't exceed expectations. And there was no way that fight had ROI positively and a return on your investment. So everything to me checks out. That sounds pretty customary. But what seems a bit odd for me is Crawford requesting all these things. It says that it says they both agreed to the terms, and then it's saying Crawford may want a tune-up if the fight drags on, right? And then the other thing that stood out to me, if, you know, according to these sources, if this information is true or whatever, it says that part of the issue is that Terence Crawford, since he's not getting a guarantee, he wants transparency on the event expenses. And my thing is this, like, where did this come from? Did he have any of that with Top Rank? That's my only question to you. You guys let me know in the comment section. Because how do you become a free agent? Like, the only criticism I've personally ever given Terence Crawford is his business acumen. So I've heard different things for the contract, and they're saying part of it is Crawford Promotions has to be involved. But was Terence Crawford Promotions involved when you were with Top Rank? You know, did you have access to the event expenditures when you were with Top Rank? Because now that it sounds like Terence Crawford is trying to catch up on the business side and is creating complexities, and he's trying to right his wrongs because he hasn't really branded himself and managed his business and, you know, really put forth the banner of Terence Bud Crawford Promotions or whatnot. And now maybe he got a lawyer or whatever, and they're trying to, you know, scrutinize and look at all these things. But when he was fighting Mean Machine, did he ask for Top Rank to provide all the, you know, event expenses? Because that, I would imagine, entails things like how many rooms Errol Spence is getting, how many hotel rooms can I get, how many tickets does Errol Spence get, how many tickets I get, like, and you want all this extra stuff. But to be honest, did you have that type of access when you were with Top Rank? You know, so to me, it seems kind of weird. And this still seems like a lot of the holdup is based on Crawford's side. You know, that's what I perceive. Now, the other angle that I wanted to talk about in this is that the other issue is this. You got people in boxing who want to break the story before the promotional companies break the story. So this could also be ESPN, who put out that the fight was agreed out of nowhere. Nobody else was putting that. And then I made a video about it, but I always pay attribution and tell you that's not my source. This is what ESPN is reporting, just like this video. So this could be also a cover up for why ESPN put out that the fight was agreed, and then now the fight might. So basically you put out misinformation. The fight was going to be November 19th and made it sound like it was a closed, done deal. And then now, since it's not, now you got to cover your tracks, like, to make it look like it wasn't your issue, like, because there's clearly some type of holdup. So, you know, that could be conceived as or construed as bad reporting. Either way, I told you I'm not going to jump the gun. I'm not going to overly like develop all these thoughts and stuff. I just want to see the fight. You know, at this point, I just want to see the fight. Hopefully they can make the fight. If not, you know, it is what it is. But according to this report, and again, surrounding Crawford Spence, you got to take everything with a grain of salt because so much is being said. But if this report is true and Crawford wants PBC to give him like event expenditures and, you know, expenses and transparency, I mean, did you have half of this? We all know that Crawford, Errol Spence is a big fight, and Crawford will probably make the most money. I mean, I don't really see how he can't. And none of Errol Spence's previous opponents that were scheduled, from Ugas, Sean Porter, Mikey Garcia, Pacquiao, it was never this until he got to Crawford. It's really what it is. Subscribe. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new, interactive, and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We work.